What is up, everybody? Another episode of the Misfit Sessions podcast. Today's episode 17. And we have some cool topics, just Kris and I today. We'll be back in a second. Kris, how are you this afternoon?
Fabulous.
Got a little late start today.
Well, better late than never.
Yeah, you know, it happens. Things happen, and we have to adjust, right? And that's what today's topic is about. It's about navigating changes.
100%.
Making changes, some of the changes that you've made recently or we've made with just in general in business, with currently what we have going on, and then also, you know, in life. And let's just jump right into it.
Changes in mindset, changes in patterns.
Philosophies.
Yeah. Changes in weight.
Yeah.
Change in general, that should be the overall topic of our conversation today.
I agree.
And adapting. So let's get right into it, like you said.
So we can start with the big stuff, but I think, you know, we've talked about it for a while now, and it finally came through. We've launched 2 new things with MaxFit Meals. The first thing we came out with last week was a price change to the meals, right? To the meal plans.
Different structure in terms of the meal plans. We now offer 12 meals, our basic meals, for $89.99. We have our premium plan. That's 12 meals for $115. It's a little different structure, but people have been responding very well to it. That's the change that's going on there. And
they're legitimate reasons why we made those changes, right? It's not just, you know, a lot of people think, oh, it's just because you wanted to make a price change. Yes, but we kind of had to in order to keep up with the demands of rising food costs.
Sure.
All of that, right?
Everything, all the above, to remain viable, to remain the cutting-edge meal prep company, the most premier meal prep company on the Central Coast of California. Forward-thinking for expansion of the brand. I know we've talked about on previous podcasts. We're heavily investing into starting to ship to you in various places in California. I think as far away as Reno. That's kind of still in the works, but you know, this all takes time, energy, and investment. So what we're doing is using every opportunity we can to better the brand, gain more market share outside of just the Central Coast, and then upgrade everything, scale up.
It's not just about market share, though, right? It's about providing the service that you offer, which is, and we'll get into why I think it's the best service when it comes to food, not just meal prep, but just food in general. It's about providing that service to a greater amount of people, right? Mm-hmm. Let's not have
Taking
that go
a call.
off. Yeah, man, you know, it's
your mom's
people
calling.
No, my mom probably will be calling me now that you said that. You put it out there in the ether.
She's one of our main watchers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. My mom and your mom.
Yeah.
You know, it's
two watchers.
The 2 people that are watching right now, our parents, our mothers. So we were talking about before I was really interrupted by the sales call that I've been trying to avoid.
IRS.
We were talking.
You
No.
need to pay them by Apple.
But
gift card,
yeah, exactly.
you got 1 hour before they burst down the doors. You know?
I have a funny story about my grandfather trying to get scammed and what we ended up doing to the scammers. It was funny, but. So you made changes to the meal prices, the plans, not the meals themselves, but the plans.
No, staying absolutely the same for now.
And
that's our thing.
But that led to, we can also make changes. We can also add in new changes, right? New meals, and that led to some 6 meals. I think we had 7 on the table, and we ended up cutting it down to 6.
Sure. So the whole thing is we have a really amazing team. And a lot of these changes are kudos to the MaxFit team for all collectively fighting for the customers, right? So these 6 new meals, this is like a 2-month process, all in hand with the chef, the manufacturer, the team at MaxFit, the leadership, the growth manager. We really went back and forth and tested prototype meals, and we wanted to bring the best tasting options that will really motivate people to stay in shape and to continue to come in and see value with MaxFit. So six new meals.
What are Yeah, let's like get into the
Yeah, all right.
first one. Let's start with the breakfast first because it's
Well, the
it's
steak and eggs, the tri-tip and eggs, country breakfast, one of my personal favorites. We did a Grant rant the other day about, Coach Grant, who eats kind of like a keto diet. He consumed the steak and the eggs, left out the potatoes. I do the same thing, but really high quality beef mixed with like delicious eggs. You can't beat that as a solid foundation of a muscle building diet. So that's one of our first, the country breakfast, one of our first meals that we want to talk
sure.
about now. But we have our barbecue chicken, mashed potatoes, and smoked corn. Those who know me, the smoked corn is delicious, and I highly enjoy that. So this is one of my personal favorites of the new ones. I follow a keto diet, so I always give away the mashed potatoes to somebody else. Um, Before I get to the rock star, I'm going to talk about a few other things. Um, so we have charbroiled quesadilla, which is a really delicious, quesadilla. We use the same charbroiled chicken that we're using in the barbecue dish. My kids enjoy those. It's like they'll eat it
It's
quicker
a
than
hit. It's
it's
going
a
to be a
hit.
hit.
It's a huge hit. They eat it faster than fast food. So it's a good meal for yourself, your children. Anyone will enjoy that meal. We definitely have our al pastor burrito. It's a play on our taco dish, our taco al pastor taco bowl, but in a burrito form. So it's a
Sure.
little bit more convenient for some people on the go. What else we have going on? We have Power Parfait, which is going to be modified here. You learn as you go, you change.
Right.
Let's see what else we have.
I think that's. I think you nailed all of them, right?
Yeah, well, I didn't.
No, the last one is.
Last but not least, cauliflower nachos. These are delicious. Totally low carb. The cauliflower is fire roasted, seasoned with
I
like
think he blanches it first, right?
sure,
To
yeah,
keep it firm,
longevity, yeah,
and then it's fire roasted or it's roasted,
right, fire roasted,
and then
seasoned,
seasoned ground beef as well.
seasoned ground beef with and our new Roja sauce.
Yeah,
That is
the
actually a little
salsa
bit,
roja.
it's
Well,
this is actually been upgraded this week too. So we should talk about change. We always like counsel as a group, and that's something that we do at MaxFit, and we'll get all the team, and we'll see how we can improve, and we take feedback, and with our chef, we search for opportunities to improve, and one of the ways that we have improved actually today was the salsa roja. So that's going to be next Monday. You'll have a brand new sauce on these, but this is a very delicious dish. It's not for everybody, but if you're following a low carbohydrate diet, there's virtually no carbohydrates in there.
it's perfect. I was thinking about it the other day. You got a lot of different dishes, but you came out with two perfect summertime dishes, and this is what I mean. When I think of summer, I think of barbecues and baseball.
Sure.
And when I go to baseball games, or I don't go to a lot of professional baseball games, but I have kids and nephews, and they play baseball. My favorite, baseball food is nachos, and I mean, the cauliflower nachos are legitimately out of this world.
They're out of this world.
I was a little hesitant, not hesitant, but just like weary because you can really fuck up nachos, and you can really make things like not good. And
Right.
Chef slayed it on every single one of
Chef
them.
Jose.
I mean, I mean, these things are. There's a reason why when you order the amount that you order and they get shipped here, that they last like 4 hours. I mean, it's not hype. It's because it's delicious. and
Sure.
people buy one and then they come back and buy four the next
Sure.
day because it's like really that good.
Sure. So I mean, that's going back to core values, change, culture of yes, something that our value team member Bernard came up with. A culture of yes, yes to change, yes to scaling up, yes to providing the best value, yes to being open to always trying to find the best product, most convenient, delicious product that we can put inside of our refrigerators. And that's something that we pride ourselves in. Not only pride ourselves in, but it's part of our core values. So this is what we gauge ourselves on a daily basis. So any idea, any movement we have, forward momentum with the business, we always gauge it upon like, is it yes to the needs of our customers, yes to all of the above. So when you make changes, you're always going to like upset the apple cart because we did have to delete of like some of the slower moving items, but I'm super pumped that we hit it out of the park with these new items, and I think anyone who is missing a few of the items will be like, or has been like blown away by the quality of the new stuff.
Yeah,
So
replacing them with something that's
yeah, and this is something every 2 months we're gonna pretty much lose.
no. Keep going.
Yeah. So we're gonna pretty much have a rotating menu. It's not the full menu that's gonna be rotating. It's gonna be 5 meals. Slower items are gonna be deleted, and we're gonna add new fresh stuff, new fresh choices to keep our customers
Every quarter,
engaged. Every
right?
quarter.
Every quarter.
Yeah. So pretty much every quarter, look forward to some exciting new stuff, so you don't get bored
And any type of suggestions you have, like drop them, please,
100%.
because this is a service we're providing for you. We want to make sure that the consumer, the customers, the people that are enjoying this food, we enjoy the food, but the people that are actually that's life changing for these people are getting the things that they want, that they feel like they're missing in their life, and the healthier option for that, right?
Yeah,
Like a healthier
100%.
option for nachos. Like I could eat nachos forever, but now I have something that's not only does it taste great, it hits that craving too, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So what our thing? I wanted you to go into that too, because I think some people are confused on what Max Fit Meals is and what
Sure.
our core mission is with the food. So having up to almost 40 different choices, our goal is to be a resource for everybody. And what does that mean? It means if you're really ultra uber strict, you just want sweet potatoes, broccoli, and chicken breast. We have it in 3 or 4 different versions of that. You have brown rice, chicken breast, broccoli, super clean. We have lean turkey. I mean, the bulk of our meals are uber clean, but we also have meals that are cleaner versions of your favorite items, such as nachos, right? So you can enjoy, maybe I wouldn't want to call it a cheat meal because it's much better, but you can cheat cleaner, right? So instead of going down the ballpark, cheat cleaner. So instead of going down the ballpark and having a bunch of ultra processed cheese goo, which on your nachos, which I can't
It's
say
freaking
not
delicious.
delicious.
It's so good.
Yeah, you can take some of these cauliflower nachos, all non-preservative based food, enjoy it, and still feel super satiated, super happy on what you ate, and cheat cleaner all the way through the
Cheat
game.
cleaner. I like it.
Yeah, so I mean, not all of our food is nachos. We have, like I said, we have wild to mild, clean, super clean to a lot of Hispanic dishes, al pastor, burritos, chili verde burritos with chicken breast, whole wheat
Right.
tortillas. So that's pretty much
Chili verde enchiladas, and I'm not a green sauce guy, but the chili verde enchiladas are good.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, my favorite thing.
Tri-tip ones are like insane
the
too.
tri-tip ones are really good. My favorite is the beef stir fry, but that's just a personal taste. I like the sauce that comes with it. I like the fact that it's got a little bit of the sweetness with the coconut
Sure.
in the rice.
Sure.
It's just when I was going through 75 hard.
Yeah, let's talk about that, because like there's a confusion for Max Familias, right? Is it chili verde burritos? That's all we carry, or is it cleaner stuff? So you tell me. You're the gentleman who's
I lost damn near 40 pounds.
And
In 75 days. I've talked about it before.
Yeah, let's get into
We're not
it,
going to
like-
get into what 75 hard is. If you want to know more about it, you can reach out to us. You can look it up. It's everywhere now. But I do want to talk about this. I lost 40 pounds in 75 days. I worked my
Congratulations.
ass off. Thank
I
you
was
to
there.
do
I
it.
was,
I stayed dedicated. I ate clean, and a big part of that was Max Fit Meals. I stayed away. I stayed keto for the most part. There was a few occasions where, I would have a little bit of carbohydrates, just depending on how much I worked out that day and or the next day, whatever was coming up on my plate. Now, you had something for me, no matter what part of my diet I was in, and I ate a lot of the the beef stir fry, but the low carb option.
Sure.
I ate a lot of the Asian chicken salad.
Okay.
I ate a lot of the blackened chicken, low carb, right, with
Sure.
walnuts and
Sure.
green beans. It was a big part, huge part of what I ate. It was at least one meal a day. For a significant portion of that was of that 75 days, I ate a lot of the meals
Why did you eat the meals? Just a
because it
question.
was easy. I work my ass off, man. I work.
Not a lot of people know you typically work till 4 to
I got
6.
home at 3 o'clock in the morning this morning.
Okay.
Okay. I got up at
And you're here.
9. I
And
got
you're here
about
now.
6 hours
Here
sleep.
since 10,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's just like today's podcast day. So, we're doing a podcast, but that's not including like the 2 hours of video editing I did yesterday and the 2 hours of video editing I did the day before. And the day before that we shot and I edited videos and, creating all the ads and doing all of that stuff for you, to grow this business and keep
Sure.
the exposure up. And then I go to a traditional job where I work
Yeah.
10 to 12-hour days, Monday through Friday, and I work nights. So for me, it was something that when I started 75 Hard, I said, my diet is going to be a intermittent fasting, low carb, close to keto diet. That's the thing I'm going to stick with. It gives me flexibility as far as proteins go and what I want to eat. But it also, I'm really going to stick to that timeline of like only, 8 to 10 hour window of eating.
Sure.
And I did. I stopped eating at 10 o'clock, and our lunch for, at my regular job is at 9. So at 9 o'clock, I'd have my max fit meal. That was my quote unquote lunch. It was dinner, whatever. And it was enough to keep me going until 3 or 4 in the morning. I stopped eating at 10 o'clock. So I wouldn't eat until 1 o'clock the next day, and I would still work for 4 or 5 hours after
Right.
having my dinner. And the meals were enough caloric intake for me to stay sustained, and also like nutrient dense. They're nutrient dense.
Were they anabolic?
Yeah, right.
So there's
There's
you're
a
saying
misconception that like
you're
I
not
wanted to
trying
lose
be
weight.
a bodybuilder.
No,
right?
no, no. I
Are you
needed to
trying-
get healthy.
trying
I
to
was
be
getting
ripped?
married.
Trying to
It would be nice, but I don't have any desire to be like Mr. Olympia. It's not my goal. My goal was to not be 280. My
Right.
goal was to look good on my wedding day. My goal was to be able to
have more energy.
be
Yeah.
able to work 20-hour days and not feel like
Sure.
I got ran over by a truck the next day.
Not have the up and down mental kind of.
Yeah. You know that.
Sure.
When
Like you
we,
started eating too much sugar. And
6 months ago, 8 months ago, we were both just like
tired.
you couldn't. There was just nothing left in the tank, and we couldn't figure it out. And this really helped. But the meals, when it comes to like actually eating, were a big part of it. You know what? The other big part of it was, and I do this. My wife does it. My kids do this pretty much every day. We make protein shakes with peanut butter and a banana and milk. Water. Excuse me, water and ice and in-game protein, chocolate protein.
Yeah, that's the best.
The in-game chocolate protein. A chocolate banana shake, kind of like the PB8 and Max Fit meals were the majority of my, food intake, and I had great results. And it wasn't like I wanted to lose weight. That was my goal. But we've talked to hundreds and thousands of people that they just want to eat healthier.
Sure.
They want to have a healthier option for nachos.
Sure.
We have people that do want to become bodybuilders, and we
Well,
have people that don't care.
Yeah, there's Hugo.
Who just wanted to improve
Cholesterol right?
numbers.
His cholesterol's down.
Something that you don't even see. You can't see unless you go get tested.
Right. He doesn't
know?
care. He's happy with himself. It's just
Right.
cholesterol was through the roof from eating. And quite frankly, his weight was climbing.
Right.
It no longer climbs. His cholesterol is in check.
He looks great compared
Looks
to when
great.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying he didn't look good before.
But it's this misconception of Max Fit as being like we're just for bodybuilders, and absolutely not. I think everyone's welcome here, and there's a ton. We have Vega and Erica who compete, team members, and we have everybody from.
you get people like
firemen.
Maurice Mann that comes in
Yeah.
here who has a lot of influence on the younger generation.
Sure.
You got a lot of
We need
kids
to
that
get
come in.
Maurice on the podcast.
We
here.
have we're right next to in Monterey. You're right next to 2 military bases. You got a lot of people that come in here. You got servicemen and women. And this is a service
100%. They have no kitchens. They have very little kitchen space to cook. They're a lot of them are in officers training courses and grad school. So it really makes for me that is overall narrative. We want to be a resource for everybody: nurses, doctors, construction. It doesn't matter. If you need a healthy, convenient option and you're out of time, instead of going to fast food, we want to have something for you, and we want to have it fresh. We want to have it delicious. We want to motivate you to come back, and we want to have convenient locations, just like the one in Salinas and the one in Monterey. We pick strategic locations where they're easy in and out access, right? We're not in the major hub of like downtown Monterey or downtown Salinas. We're just off the main drag, so you could pop in, pop out. We're a destination location. We're have very much increased our drink selection. We carry kombucha now. We, stuff like the smart treats, smart sweets, excuse me, that are like all fiber. Uh, you know, I'll
we got
transition into Billy Go Fresh.
Yeah, let's
but
go ahead. Let's
yeah,
go ahead
yeah,
and talk about this because
yeah,
I
yeah.
just tried these. I mean, I just like legitimately said I have peanut butter chocolate
So
shakes. Like,
I just want to talk a little bit, shout out about Billy from Go Fresh. Billy, formerly called Prep for Success, PFS Meals, our first meal partner. We did a lot. We learned a lot from Billy. He is a class act. He shares a lot of the same core values, integrity. He does things with integrity, and this is a new project he's working on. Lean Bites Bakery. These are all 1 gram of sugar, 3 grams of net carbs, keto friendly, gluten free cookies. And like I'll let Brian tell you how they taste. But this is an example of somebody who has changed over the years, who has provided meals for us, who has opened new locations, continues to grow, continues to think outside the box, is the epitome of the culture of yes, makes the tough decisions, moving forward. I know him and I share a lot of like back and forth conversations about the challenges of running a business, but is not afraid to change and level up. Follow Lean Bites Bakery. I think there are both. I mean, I know they're both on Instagram and Facebook. I know he has a website. Is it leanbitesbakery.com? You could go check it out. Yeah, leanbitesbakery.com. Order some. We're hopefully going to have these at the both Max Fits locations towards the end of the month. We don't currently have them, so if you're interested in them, you should definitely go to leanbitesbakery.com and check them out. But how do they taste, Brian? Let me get off my pedestal here. Yeah.
they're amazing. I mean, they taste like cookies. They're not what you expect when you look at the ingredients. You would expect something a little bit different. The monk fruit for the fiber,
Sweetener
feel.
fiber,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's really like the tapioca fiber. It's really good, man. I mean,
Yeah.
these things are really really good. And I'm like, I'm a snack guy. I'm
Snacker.
I love sweets and candy and shit like that. I've talked about it before. And these things are like, again, something that hits that craving, button in your brain. I'm not saying that, after 75 days of not pushing that button, like literally like never pushing a button, and then you get to kind of push the button every once in a while, this is a great way to do it. And then know that you're not like going overboard, going off the rails, right? And like eating, bags of candy or, a whole rail of Oreos. You eat this whole bag, and it's a significant amount of calories, but
Right.
it still wouldn't be for me, for somebody that can consume 4,000 calories
Well,
a
you said
day
you
and burn
mentioned
it.
you go keto, right? So
Yeah, I mean,
just
it's
to clarify, these are I would
keto friendly.
keto friendly. So they're going to be higher in fat
Mhm.
and low in sugar. Which sugar, for guys like Brian and I, it's just like sticking an air hose in us. You
Yeah.
just gain weight overnight. So a lot of people can handle a higher fat content in their diet without.
They need it actually. Actually, a lot
Yeah.
of people need a higher fat content
So it just depends on your macro needs and the type of diet you're following. But, Coach Grant, we have him on the podcast many times. He approves them. He ate a couple yesterday. Eating a whole bag, probably not recommended, but you can have.
Coach Grant approved. Ding.
Yeah. we need a little-
insert.
Yeah, we need something for that. Like,
We're gonna drop that for sure. Where that's going out. So a lot of changes, man, in the last week since we've seen each other last. Well, I mean, we've seen each other a couple times since then, but since last Friday when we did this podcast last, we've had price changes. We've had
yes.
new meals drop. We got new
6 new
products.
meals.
6 new meals.
New products on the horizon. We
we've
have
had-
a lot of new grab and go items in both locations. So
Right.
That we don't have, in front of us, but tons of like opportunities for you to enjoy some Swedish fish with very low impact carbohydrates, primarily
I like
fiber.
the peach rings. The peach rings.
Peach rings are amazing. Swedish fish are amazing. The gummy bears,
Yep.
those are all smart sweets. We also have like the ice creams that are monk fruit sweetened, low carbohydrate. So like that's kind of like our narrative as we transition as we grow, as we scale up, we still have the great sports nutrition that we've known for 15 years, the best selection, best customer service, cutting edge products
Best prices.
best prices that you're looking for, and also expanding upon all the grab and go stuff. So, Max Fit Market is going to be the direction we're going into. We want to be on par with like a fast, easy, convenient store.
Quick service is
Quick
what
service,
they're called. Is
yeah.
what they're called. Yeah, quick service restaurant.
Quick service, convenient
Right.
health.
Yeah. And here's the thing, guys. There's thousands. Literally, I think I looked it up in Monterey. There's 400 and something restaurants just in
It's crazy,
in the
yeah.
Monterey area
Competition's
alone, right?
insane,
Like
yeah.
you can go wherever. You can get whatever you want, but you'll be hard pressed to be able to go to a place and get the variety that you can choose from at Max Fit, the quality, which is another thing that we talk about, but I don't think people really. The people that already shop with us understand.
Sure.
I
The
don't think
value,
that the
yeah.
people that are watching this that haven't tried Max Fit Meals understand, or they haven't. They tried Max Fit Meals back in its first iteration
Sure.
when it was when it was made by other chefs, and they haven't been back since, or they got burnt out on the meal
Sure.
choices, and
Sure.
now we're
Initially we had
re-inviting everybody, and we're
15
inviting
choices, right? Yeah.
and we're inviting everybody down. We're re-inviting the people that haven't been with us in a while, and we're letting you know, like, we're listening to what you're asking us or what you're asking from us, and we're delivering. Like, these
Sure.
things aren't half-assed. That chicken, like, you can't. Good luck finding a better flavor, a better texture chicken at a restaurant anywhere outside of Max Fit. Like
For
the
the
way
price
that it
point.
is. Yeah, I mean the price points. Like if you're going to spend less than $8 a meal if you were to do a meal plan for a basic meal, you're not going to find anything. You can't even buy a damn foot-long sandwich at
No.
Subway anymore
No.
for less than that.
Sure.
It's not $5 footlongs anymore, guys.
No.
And
This,
so
this is California. There's California rents. There's California benefits. But that being said, I mean, besides all of that, we fight for our customers.
yeah,
We run very tight ship, and we work very hard to keep our prices very competitive. In our reviews, when you check reviews, our social proof is out there, and it's awesome. And we take our social presence and our presence in the community very seriously, and we strive to
well, we take risks too, right?
over deliver.
Well, actually,
Under promise, over
no,
deliver.
we don't under promise.
Well, that's
we
true.
over
Yeah.
promise and over deliver.
Yes,
Like
sir.
everything we say that we're gonna do, we do, and we do it better than everybody else. Like, sorry, that's the fact of the matter. That when you think about Max Fit, if you don't know that, then you haven't really experienced the Max Fit experience, and we
You
would-
should.
we
You should
really
come
would
on down.
want you to.
And
Yeah,
I would love to meet each and every one of you.
Salinas
Yeah.
is getting an update. I mean, there's a lot of changes. Let's talk about how we navigate through these things and how you like prepare for. How'd you prepare? Launch day of anything is like an
So-
important day. Like, how'd you get ready that
It's
morning?
a
and
default of the past of any business is to just be reactive and putting out fires and so our goal is to be like a lot more proactive. So we've added a lot of talent to our team, behind the scenes people that are doing market analysis, planning things out. We do a lot of strategizing as a team. We have upcoming lean training, lean Kaizen it's called. It's basically taken from Japanese word that Toyota developed a strategy for making your business a lot more streamlined and basically all based around the needs of the customer and the quickest in and out transactions. So we're spending time and energy. We've been in constant meetings, constant planning. We are working with our front end crew, the team that actually runs the shops, and you should get all the credit for the great customer service, the great smoothies, and the team that deserves the credit for all that. We are actively working with them and getting their feedback on how we can make the shops an even faster time in and out, how we can place each product so that it's easier for the customers to obtain. It's easier for questions to get answered that they have in their product. We're providing more training to our staff, meetings, one-on-one training. So we're transitioning and we're scaling up into a legitimate operation, and we're doing things right, and that requires a lot of talented people above and beyond me. I've been personally working on growth for a long time, but there's still a lot of growing that I need to do, and we have a very straightforward culture of yes, and we call each other out and things that we need to grow on, and things that we could be doing that are not pushing the needle forward. So every day we're asking ourselves the question of what are the one things that we could be doing to help our customers to grow the brand, to get Max Fit meals into more hands, and that has that's been kind of the secret, the behind the scenes secret that we've been up to for like the last 6 months or last couple of years. It's kind of coming up to this point where we're at today. But it's it's the team from Brian in the marketing, Bernard, from Tyler to Adon, the front end, to all the various employees. There's too many to list, but I appreciate every one of them, from our partner Seamus over at 201 Main, all the staff over there, Chef Jose, that has definitely developed a culture of yes. If we need to make any changes, it happens like immediately. If we're getting any feedback where we can improve on stuff, it happens immediately. Richard and Jessica McCarthy. Richard McCarthy, what's up, my friend?
Great leadership breeds success with culture and mentorship to create the best experience possible.
Those people won't know who Richard McCarthy is, but he's been a friend for, I think, 3 or 4 years now. But he's given me amazing, solid advice, and I appreciate you, Richard. Is it Mickey? What do you have there?
Celso Ascension. I went to high school with that guy. What's up, Celso?
Right
I haven't
on.
seen you in a long time, man. Great soccer player in high school.
Is he?
He was.
Kudos, brother.
I don't know if you still are.
Is there any other? I think there's some other comments there. Let me see.
Let's see. We had
Let's get back to these people.
we had Mikey.
Oh,
Donios.
Mikey. Yeah.
What up, Max Fit? LFG. I don't know what that means. It's like code for something that
I'm
I
too old.
probably shouldn't talk about.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm
probably,
too old.
Probably get
But
shut down on Facebook.
He needs to come in here, man. Are you down? Drop me a comment. We'll get you guys on here, Aaron and you. I think you guys are making some big waves in the community. You're making some moves. I'm inspired by you both. So if you're down, we'll get you on the podcast. You just drop us a little comment, and we can make it happen, brother. Okay? Yeah. So that's the behind the scenes action. There's a lot more we could talk about, but we could always save that for another podcast. But overall, we're all going back to the book Good to Great, and we haven't talked about that. We don't really need to. We haven't talked about it in a little while, but we don't really need to get into it today. But that's just something that was the tipping point for Brian and I a long time ago, and it's taken about 3 years for me for it all to come to fruition. So anytime you start walking down a road, you make a there's a Y in the road, and you chose to go to a different direction, and you're trying to join the group of people that are working above and beyond to be the premium version of themselves. Keep in mind that making the decision is the first step, but sometimes it takes 3-5 years of constant work, daily focus, to finally start reaping the rewards of making that.
Sometimes before you even see
it,
the benefits of it, or you even recognize it. Like sometimes it happens for a while, and you don't even recognize.
Right.
Like, oh, I made it. When did I make that shift?
Yeah.
When did that happen for me? And then you start, the things start coming through that you were working towards.
But then you attract more people. The people around it are attracted to the change. You attract more talented people because they want to be around the best. So I strongly encourage you, if you're at that Y in the road, take the Y. It's 100% worth it. But keep in mind,
you can't take the Y. You got to make a choice, right?
Right. Well, yeah, you choose to take the Y, or you create the Y.
Right.
You create the off ramp from the direction you're going that's not leading you to the success that you dreamed of.
Right.
And I'm not saying that because I'm at the success that I've dreamed of. We're only scratching the surface, but none of it would be possible without making a conscious decision to constantly level up and scale up not only my mindset, but taking risks, changing the face of the company we're in, changing the talent pool, and always seeking out the best. And I can tell you right now, we have a team that is unstoppable, and we're just throwing fire on the gasoline because the gasoline is burning. Things are happening. meals are selling out, products are selling out, and we have no plans to double back, but only go forward. Guns blazing. So I want to thank
It
you,
just
Brian.
makes it makes the new meals that I mean we're already starting to talk about coming up with the next
that's
the
culture.
next new meal, right?
Culture of yes.
Like we're not even like we're still making changes to this, and we're already coming up with ideas for the next stuff.
We already have them. We're already counseling on which ones are coming up next. We're not going to be
Right,
reactive like
Waiting.
quarters up.
Yeah,
we
didn't do anything this month.
Let me tell
Yeah.
you, the new meals were 3 months in the making, and we've already started on the next round.
Right.
So, and it takes that amount of time to perfect recipes, to perfect longevity, to get that taste, that superior taste that our customers have grown to expect from us, and we will not let them down. I promise you that. So, that's behind the scenes. That's that in a nutshell.
I mean, in all honesty, guys, like, when it comes down to it at the end of the day, what it is that when you decide that you're going to make a change or change comes, it's going to happen. It's life. Take it on, go through, push through, and at the end of the day, just if you did your best and you worked your ass off, eventually you'll get to where you are. So, I think that's it, guys.
I'm glad I heard Brian talk a lot more. I'm usually blabbering.
Yeah, I'm usually running this behind the scenes.
This is a smooth podcast, and it's
Yeah.
great to hear a lot more from Brian. And we need more of him. He adds a lot of value to this podcast.
All right,
guys, go to the
let's
rodeo.
get out of here.
California
yeah,
rodeo.
well, you know what? Let's
Super bikes, California rodeo. We live in a beautiful spot. I'm going to Tim McGraw with Jeff and Audrey Wardwell tonight. Should be a lot of fun.
You gonna go with a barbecue stain on your white T-shirt?
I am.
Nice.
Yeah,
All right.
no, I'm gonna. I'm the no fake cowboy. You'll probably see me looking just like a little bit.
The same.
Yeah, maybe a
Show
little
up
bit
with
nicer
your,
clothes. Yeah,
your Edelbrock
jogger. I
your
wear my
Edelbrock
premium
jacket.
Edelbrock jacket that I break out on special
There you
occasions.
go.
So no,
All right, guys.
no pretending I'm a cowboy. I'm a businessman, but I'm certainly gonna have I'm a huge fan of Tim McGraw. I'm a fan of the California rodeo. I'm a fan of Monterey County, Monterey, Salinas, and beyond. So thank you. Wouldn't be here without you guys. As usual.
Deuces. We're out of
deuces.
here, guys.
Later.